And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. We've got a perfect night for baseball on the show. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers going up against the Atlanta Braves. First pitch coming your way next. All right, first pitch coming up. And starting this one, Chris Sale.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Ready to go? Tommy Edman at the plate.
Edman.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
No ball. One strike.
7 o'clock.
Not even close there. And a count. Even 1-1. Fastball for a strike.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
The pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive. Sale ready. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Murphy fires to first. Now it's Mookie Betts. Sale, multi-time All-Star. He features a slider, a four-seamer, a changeup, and he works in a sinker. On the ground to third, Riley. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. First and second, no outs. And now the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0.
1-0.
Way inside.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone.
This to center field. He's under it. Squeezes it. Runner tags at second. And he makes it up to third with one away.
Now we'll see if moving up to third there pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a base hit. We'll see what happens.
Shohei Ohtani swings through it for strike one. That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. And that one is gone. And that should quiet this home crowd. And they lead it. It's 3-0. One down. Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
No ball. One strike.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Harris has a beat on it. Hauls it in for the out. And there's two down. The batter will be Michael Conforto.
The right fielder, Michael Conforto.
The bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
In the air, left side. Verdugo running hard. And that is that. Back here in Atlanta, today's starting pitcher, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Boog, one of the keys for him is being able to change speeds. You know, the ball doesn't come from a high angle, so it can be a little flat crossing the zone. He needs to create some deception with his pitches. Maybe pause a bit, slow down, speed up, and force this lineup to guess the timing instead of settling into a consistent rhythm.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. On the ground. Gets it to first. One up, one down. Austin Riley at the plate.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Riley.
Riley is one of those players that made his presence known in the majors right away. He hit a 438-foot home run off of Michael Wacha fastball in his second at bat, which is probably the best way to make a first impression as a rookie, Boog.
Swings through that one for strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. And there's 2 away.
Batting third. The
2
first
outs, base is empty.
Matt
And the batter now, Matt Olson. He was late there. Strike one.
0-1.
And that's way high. And 1-1. And there's a ball.
2 strikes.
Strike 3. Got him with the backdoor breaking ball. All set for the start of the inning. Here comes Max Muncy.
Number 13, Max Muncy.
Sale back to work. On the ground, right side, Albies. They get the out on Muncy.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what he was supposed to do.
Left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Teoscar Hernandez. The batter now as he swings and misses for strike one. And that is downstairs. And now it's even 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. One down, base is empty. There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. That one is gone. And they add on. It's 4-0. Base is empty, one away. And now the center fielder, Andy Pages. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. And it drops in. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
So impressive that he was able to fight off that fastball up and in like that. I mean, he really let it get deep on him as well. That's great bat control.
Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. And that one finds its way through. And now 2 aboard.
couple of singles back to back. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Betts at the plate now as he chases after that one. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there. Bangs off the wall. One run is in.
Everything came together for him. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an
in the air, left field, down the line, and that is a foul ball.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
0-2 now. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. One run across. Throw comes in and holds the runner at third. They're at the corners now with still only one away. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. He's already homered here in this one. Yeah, that's fouled off. Ground ball right side, could be two. In the dirt, nice pick. And up to the plate is Will Smith. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Brings it in, and that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now the Atlanta cleanup hitter, Marcell Ozuna.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse, go after hitters and get quick outs.
A little bit high, and that's ball one. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1-2.
Hit hard on the ground is short. The throw to first, and quickly one away in the second.
Batting fifth,
here's Sean Murphy.
Sean Murphy.
And that one popped in the air, left field. Hernandez settles underneath it. He makes the grab, and there's 2 away. And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish.
Ozzie Albies.
First pitch swinging.
Boog, it looked like that curveball backed up on him, and although it's a mistake, it works out really good for the pitcher. The hitter's timed it up, expects it to be to a certain spot, and it just doesn't get there.
Next offering way off the plate. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Nothing but curveballs so far in the at-bat. Kind of makes it difficult as a hitter to know what to look for, because you start wondering if he'll keep coming with it or if they'll try to speed you up.
Two outs. To the right side. Oh, great stop. Throws from his knees. And very nicely done for the out. Top half of the third inning. And now, Michael Conforto.
Conforto,
a former All-Star. 32 years old, usually in left, but today he's starting in right field. Swing and a miss, strike one.
Well, the big play, in my opinion, from right field is that throw from right field to third base. The longest one in the game, and you got to have a pretty strong arm. Hopefully he can play that one hop nicely if he has an opportunity to throw out a runner.
Slings to first, and a quick out, number one. Muncy swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today. That misses. Ball one. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
And down on strikes. Two away. Two down, base is empty. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. He's already homered in this game. Foul ball. Two down, nobody on.
1-1.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now the left fielder, Alex Verdugo. And that one fouled off.
You know, these Braves, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 90% of the time. And that's an extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results, Boog.
Strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his third of the game. Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris II. And a foul ball. Fought off foul. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. So digging in, Nick Allen. Left field. Hernandez settles underneath it. And that's the third out. Back at Truist Park. And now here is Andy Pages.
Andy Pages.
That one fouled off.
You know, these Dodgers really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. Everything is clicking, and when you're producing more than 2 runs an inning, it's pretty obvious your hitters came to do some damage.
Pitch misses. Now 1-2.
Obviously, this type of run production isn't exactly sustainable game to game, but it's a good sign that a lot of hard work's been paying off.
And a swing and a miss at the slider in the dirt.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
Tommy.
Back to the top of the lineup, Tommy Edman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
1 strike.
And there's a foul ball. Murphy makes the catch, and there's one gone. Here's Mookie to hit.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate.
Yes.
Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
And first offering is fouled off. Sale delivers. Slice down the right side. Pages leads off first with one away. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Now
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit.
Freddie.
If you're trying to keep the line moving, this is the guy you want to. The plate. Such a good hitter. Can also flash some power.
They say you win.
0-1.
Up the middle. Throw on to Olsen. And Freeman is retired. And the inning is over. And we're back. And now the right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Ronald Acuna Jr.
And a swing and a miss.
Something I'm noticing in this one is that these hitters are aggressive early in the count. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started. No, here's a player who hits the ball a mile when he connects. In fact, Acuna is the first player in the StatCast era to hit 10 straight home runs, all traveling more than 420 feet. He's not exactly just clearing the fences out there.
Yamamoto sends him packing.
Now batting.
Here's
the
Austin
third baseman,
Riley.
Austin
Struck out swinging his first time.
Riley.
Swings through that one. 0-1.
0-1.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
You know, Boog, every team has a hitters meeting pregame, but this lineup seems way too anxious, aggressive. You wonder what they talked about.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out at a splitter.
Now batting. The first baseman,
Matt Olson down.
Matt
Struck out looking at his
Olson.
first at bat. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. Conforto going back on this one. And that one is off the top of the wall. The throw to second is offline. Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. And that is out of play. Olsen at second with 2 down. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Foul ball still 0-2. And downstairs. Runner at second, 2 down. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Smith gathers, throws. That completes the strikeout, inning over. Ready now for the fifth
off for the
inning.
Dodgers,
Now it's the
the
power
designated
speed
hitter,
combo, Shohei Ohtani.
Ohtani.
Sale back to work. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-1.
And
One
now
ball,
it's even
one
up.
strike.
And
2-1.
that's down and away. Outside, and that's ball 3.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Now batting,
Boog, if I
the
were him,
catcher,
I'd be nibbling
Will
around the plate as well.
Smith.
I mean, this guy is just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
Ripped on a line to center. And that's a base hit. And they have their first hit since the second inning.
Wastes no time there. That's about as textbook as it gets.
Now
Got his
batting, the
stride
right
and
fielder,
load out of the way
Michael
early. He
Conforto.
stayed inside that ball and squared it up out.
Rebel, looking for a place to be, so let's kick and push.
From inside Tropicana Field in Tampa Bay, Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Minnesota Twins taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. We've got a perfect day for baseball. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. This is Corbin Carroll.
Leading off for Arizona, the right fielder, Corbin Carroll.
Inside. And this one is off and running.
2-0.
That one finds the zone, and it's 2-1. And that's in the dirt. In for a strike. Now it's 3-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Here's Ketel Marte.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo.
And that one upstairs. Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. The pitch.
Ball.
This one in the
2
dirt.
balls, 1 strike.
Man at second. That one fouled off. 2-2.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
The 2-2. And that one hit 97 on the gun. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's back. And that is gone. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 2-0. And it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Off the mark there. Ball 2.
2-1.
And that's too high.
1 strike.
That's a walk. Went with another changeup but missed the spot.
2 walks in the first has to be some cause for concern. I mean, you're talking about a guy you want to pitch deep into the ball game. It's not going to help with the pitch count right there. They can't afford to hand out free bases at this rate.
Hit pretty well in the air out to center. And there's one away. Now a long throw to first. Pavin Smith stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Pavin Smith.
That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
2-2.
Line drive, base hit. Hernandez quickly throws it in, and that forces the runner to hold on at second. 2 on with 1 away. First and second, 1 out. Eugenio Suarez digs in now. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Just missed.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get out of this.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. That's one way to quiet the crowd. It's their second home run of the inning, and they tack on to their lead. It's 5-zip.
Change up in the zone is a hitter's dream. It's a BP fastball, but you're playing in real time. Most times, the pitcher's asking for a new baseball, just like right there.
Next to hit, Gabriel Moreno. Fastball for a strike.
Well, it's not the inning he was planning on to begin this start, but you've got to find a way to shake things off and give your team some length and put up some zeros.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. And now the center fielder, Alek Thomas. And that one clips the corner.
No ball. 1 strike.
Pitch misses there, and that's ball 1.
1 strike.
Fly ball center field, Pages. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. Back here in L.A. and on the hill, the big righty, Brandon Pfaadt. What do you have on him, Singy?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
And at the plate for the Dodgers, Tommy Edman. Lined into left center, base hit. The throw into second. And they almost caught him, but he's back in time.
Batting second, the shortstop,
And at first,
Mookie.
here's Mookie now.
Betts.
To third. Oh, and it hits the base.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Nice job keeping it fair as he turned on it down the line. And once it got through the infield, it was a double all the way.
He's there. He's got it. Runner tags at second. And it comes in too late. He's up to third on the fly out with 1 away. Here's Shohei Ohtani. This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close. Popped up. Marte. He hauls it in, 2 away.
And good defensive play prevents a run from
Batting
scoring
fifth,
right there.
The catcher,
Will Smith to the plate.
Smith.
Hit in the air left field. Gurriel has it sized up and makes the grab, and that ends the inning. New inning getting started, and now the shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo. May back to work. Swing and a ground ball and foul ball. And that's off the inside edge. 1-1. Singy, he wasn't real sharp in the first, got hit around, but really more so didn't throw a ton of strikes.
Well, he's just got to find a way to settle down. He was clearly fighting himself out there, not really finding the strike zone, walking batters. So we'll see if he can get back on track and fill up the zone a little bit more.
So back to the top of the Arizona lineup.
Corbin
Next to hit for
Carroll.
Arizona, Corbin Carroll. First offering, and it just misses.
What's a good pitch there? Really had some run and finish, a little up and in.
Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Conforto makes the grab. 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Ketel Marte stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Marte.
And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
He was all over that one. Really
Now
nice
batting,
job staying up the
left
middle with
fielder,
his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Walked his first time. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
That's a ball.
In the dirt. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. 2 outs.
Ball 3.
And that's in for a strike. And a full count now.
Okay.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
So now
Take it
2
back.
on and 2 outs.
Second walk of the game for
Now
him,
batting,
and
the
he's
first
been
baseman,
really patient at the
Josh
plate. A game plan that
Naylor.
he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. And that'll do it. Back here at Dodger
Leading up
Stadium,
for
bottom of the
Dodgers,
second.
the
Muncy
third
digs
baseman,
in.
Max Muncy.
Cut on and missed 96 with that
0-1.
fastball. Could be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in. Runner in scoring position. No outs. Michael Conforto will climb in. And first offering is fouled off. Clobbered to right field. Way back. Gone. And they slice into the lead. It's 5-3. And now Teoscar Hernandez. That's
That's
off
the
the
ball.
inside corner. 1-0. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame. Bottom half of inning number 2. Swing and a miss, and he chases that
1-1.
one in the dirt. Up the middle, and that one handled. And Hernandez is out.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the
Batting
home
ninth,
run.
the center
Not allowing
fielder,
it to
Andy
stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Swing and a liner foul off to the right.
Ball.
Next offering is fouled back. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Can't glove it cleanly. Gets off a throw. The throw is late, and he reaches safely.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there.
Now
That's
batting,
one of those you
second
classify
baseman,
as just too
Tommy
hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense.
Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone. Mookie Betts will make his way to the plate. In the dirt. Runners stay put. That's ball 1. Pitch
2 balls,
misses.
no strike.
And that's ball 2.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Line drive, Adam in center field.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a...
And there's a rocket into the outfield. One run is in. Here comes Edman around third. He'll score. 2 runs are in.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Fair ball. Here comes Freddie around third. He scores to tie it up.
Comes through with the RBI. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Ohtani at second with 2 down. That one hit to right. Carroll moving under it. Makes the grab, and that'll do it. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Now here is Pavin Smith. Foul ball there.
It's been a rough start on the mound for this guy. His 3rd inning, so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one.
The 1-2. And that's a strikeout looking. That was pretty nasty. Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. He's already homered here in this one. Suarez goes 5 feet 11 inches, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he was born in Venezuela. Tosses to first, and that quickly 2 away. Gabriel Moreno stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time. Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
And ball 1. 2 outs, base is empty. Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Conforto makes the play, and it's out number 3. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the last of the 3rd. Here comes that funky Muncy to the plate. Muncy hits a high fly ball, right field. That's back there. Hauls it in on the warning track. And here is Michael Conforto.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
No ball.
That's strike 1. Now this is in the air down the line. Gurriel handles the chance. 2 outs, base is empty. Teoscar Hernandez now at the plate. Grounded out his first time. Outside low, and that is ball 1. And another ball.
2-0 count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Thomas right there to make the grab. That is the inning. On to the 4th. Alek Thomas now.
The center fielder, number 5, Alek Thomas.
And takes low for ball 1.
He starts him with the fastball, and that's a pitch that's right in his wheelhouse. You need to be careful against him with that one.
Edman. 1 up, 1 down. Geraldo Perdomo stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Number 2.
Fly to center his first time.
Perdomo.
Pitch misses. Ball 1. Ground ball right side. Edman throws to first in time. 2 up, 2 down. So the batting order turns over. Now it's going to be Corbin Carroll. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
And that one hammered. That's back there. And that's going to bang against the wall. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been. But obviously, you have to be happy with that result.
An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. Tosses to first. That's the 3rd out. And we're back. And the batter now, Andy Pages.
The center fielder, Andy Pages.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
You know, these Dodgers putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. You just can't average 2 runs per inning without a complete team effort from the lineup. Everyone's been doing their job, setting up the next guy, and taking care of their own business at the plate.
And that skips in the dirt. Makes the catch for the out. And there's 1 down. And here comes Tommy Edman. He's 2 for 2.
Tommy Edman.
Gurriel on the run. Brings it in. And a couple of quick outs.
Now batting.
Here's Mookie Betts now.
Mookie.
Chris, baseball today,
Betts.
so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. Marte pulls it down, and that is that. All set for the start of the inning. Here's Gurriel.
The left fielder, Lourdes Gurriel.
May back to work.
Well, Boog, after watching the first inning of this one, you would not have expected that this pitcher would be in such a groove and still in the ball game at this point.
Next offering is in for a strike. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
That one the other way. And out number 1 on the grab. Here's Josh Naylor. And that's in there for strike 1. Out to center. Pages pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Pavin Smith stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. That's off the mark. Ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Swing and a miss as he gets him to chase upstairs. This one in the air. Betts drifts towards it. Makes the catch, inning over. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Freddie Freeman.
Freddie Freeman.
Headed down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball.
You know, these Dodgers, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
And a liner out into right center for a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one.
Now
Absolutely
batting,
punished
the
that pitch.
designated
Wasn't
hitter,
fooled in the
Shohei
slightest. 109 off the bat. I think that means you put a pretty good swing on it.
Ohtani stands in here, takes ball one low. Little chopper rolls foul. That one ripped. And it one-hops the wall. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. Not in time. He's safe.
Well done. Drives in the run. Came screaming off the bat, I'm sure. Exit velocity's off the charts. No doubt he squared that baseball up perfectly. So there was no fluke to that triple by any means.
No outs. Runner over at third. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Reaching for it. Makes the catch. And that should get the job done as he tags from third. Here comes Max Muncy.
Well, he hit that one pretty well. I think it would have been a lot more than a sac fly if not for that nice play by the outfielder to track it down. Good job of getting the run in.
Thomas running hard to get it. He's got it, and there's two away. The batter will be Michael Conforto.
Right fielder,
he's already homered in this game.
Conforto.
And it's fouled away. Base is empty, two away, but 2 runs are in. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Handles, throws to first, and that will end the inning. Back here at Dodger Stadium, Eugenio Suarez up to hit now.
Suarez.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
That just misses. 2-1. Right through there for a strike.
Ball. 3-2.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. May comes set. That one misses. So a leadoff walk. How big a deal is that walk?
I don't think it's a big deal because if you pitch to the previous hitter with the power he has, he can hit a home run. I think it was a calculated walk. We'll see how it pays off here.
And a big swing and a miss.
1-1. Ball 2.
Suarez aboard here at first with nobody out. This one popped up. Edman going after it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Alek Thomas getting ready to hit. 0-2 in this one.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Swung on, belted. Pages makes his way towards it. Nabs it. Throw behind the runner. They've got him doubled off. Back here in L.A., bottom of the 6th. Here's Teoscar Hernandez.
Teoscar Hernandez.
Hernandez measures 6 feet even, 215 pounds, And he's a former home run derby champ. That
One
one
ball,
misses
one
in the
strike.
dirt. Swing, and he breaks his bat. That's a foul ball. Naylor calls it in, and there's one away. So
Now
up
batting,
next,
center
Andy
fielder,
Pajas.
Andy.
Oh, that's what he's looking for with the fastball
Pajas.
above the zone. A swing and miss or weak contact.
1 for 2. Check
Strike
swing.
one.
He went 0-1.
No balls. 1 strike.
And
Ball.
misses inside. Next
2-1.
pitch way upstairs. And that's in the
3-1.
dirt.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
That's a hit. So the 1-out hit turns the lineup over.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a
Up
reason.
next
You're
for the
so much more
Dodgers,
likely to get
the
something you
second
can
baseman,
handle. Anytime
Tommy
you rip a line drive the other way, you
Edman.
feel
That's a
really
ball.
good about what you did at the
1-0.
plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Forget it. He flexes his power with that swing, and they add to the lead. It's 10-5. So 1 out, nobody on. And next for L.A., Mookie Betts.
Now pitching for the Diamondbacks, number 47, Tommy Henry.
Suarez fires over to first. Mookie retired 2 down.
The first baseman,
2
number
down,
5,
base is empty.
Freddie
So now it's Freddie Freeman.
Freeman.
And puts the squeeze on that one. And that is that. Top of inning number 7. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo. Way
One ball,
inside,
no strike.
gets out of the way.
Ball.
So the Dodgers
Now
have a
pitching
new
for
arm
the
on the mound,
Dodgers.
Alex Vesia.
And
Number
he's got a
51,
nice lead to work with, so
Alex
he should come in throwing strikes,
Vesia.
attacking these hitters.
Late with the swing there.
Wow, no
ball,
fair right
1
there.
strike.
I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last
Ball 3.
moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
There's a strike.
3 balls. 2 strikes.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Next up for the
Now batting,
Diamondbacks, Corbin
right fielder,
Carroll.
Corbin
Drove it off the wall
Carroll.
last time. Just missed out on a home run.
And a swing and a miss there.
0-1.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed
No
hitter
ball,
to
2
track.
strikes.
And that's
One
in the
ball,
dirt.
2
And the
strikes.
count is 1-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Ketel Marte up to the plate. He provides a surprising amount of pop from the second base position.
Listen, that's not something to take lightly. Getting that kind of production from the guys up the middle, it's not a strength of most lineups.
And what does that do for a team when you get power from unexpected spots like that?
When you're in the dugout and you see a
1-1.
guy come up big like that you don't necessarily expect it, it just energizes that entire team.
And he grounds one back up the middle. That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. So Lourdes Gurriel Jr. now gets a chance with 2 gone.
Well, just a total nightmare
next
for
for the
lefties.
Diamondbacks,
I'd be
the
very
left fielder,
surprised to see
Lourdes
that matchup again. I know
Gurriel.
that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say,
On to first. That ends the frame. bottom of the 7th.
Leading
Now
up
it's the
for
Dodger
the
cleanup
Dodgers,
hitter,
the
Shohei
designated
Ohtani.
hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
First pitch misses. Swing and a ground ball up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit.
Now batting, catcher, Will.
The batter now will be
Smith.
Will Smith. Line to left. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. In to score from first, and it's now a 6-run lead.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. He put a great swing on that ball, took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. 105 exit velocity. That tells you everything you need to know about that swing.
That's in there, and it's 2-1. Smith leads off second with nobody out. Fouls one off. 2-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Now batting, the
Michael
right fielder,
Conforto,
Michael
the next to hit.
Conforto.
And first offering is fouled off. Has room, and he makes the catch. Teoscar
Now batting,
Hernandez
the
steps to
left
the plate
fielder,
for the Dodgers.
Teoscar
0 for 3 in this one.
Hernandez.
Swing and a foul straight back. Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the bottom of the 7th. In the dirt, blocked. The 0-2. Ball one there.
0-2 fastball
1-2.
way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
On the ground to third. And that's a fair ball. The throw in. It's off the mark, and he scores.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
Toss to Naylor. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Well, this game isn't very
Leading off for
close, Singy.
Arizona,
Let's see if
the
we got
first
any
baseman,
messages from
number
those
22,
tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
Singy, where do you stand on the wave?
Well, the
1-0.
wave of star players in MLB or the wave around this ballpark?
The wave around the ballpark.
I think it's a little
1 ball,
outdated.
1 strike.
I'm more of a Thundersticks guy.
And that's not outdated. And a foul ball.
As far as ballpark food, one of my favorite places is San Francisco.
Garlic fries, yo.
Garlic fries, and you got the lobster roll out there in the outfield if you want to make the walk all the way out there.
It's great, though, broadcasting a game with that zoo breath where you could just, I mean, absolutely levitate some people with your breath. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
But we got the crab fries in Philadelphia, is that right?
Yep, and then
It's been a long time for me.
Boog's Barbecue at Oriole Park.
I knew you'd go there.
That's right.
Yeah. Anyway, you can work in your name, huh?
That's right. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout.
Now
You can't be mad at yourself
designated
after an
hitter,
at-bat like that
Pavin
one. Next
Smith.
is the designated hitter, Pavin Smith. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Swings through that one.
0-2.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Conforto hauls it in, and there's 2 away. So digging in, Eugenio Suarez. And that one fouled off. Two down, nobody on. And that just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Back here at Chavez Ravine. On to the bottom of the 8th. Now it's the Dodger leadoff hitter, Tommy Edman.
Now pitching for Arizona, number 81, Ryan Thompson.
And the first offering is not close. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
They just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity. Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Just kept it simple, played pepper with the middle of the infield. And
there goes the runner.
No ball. One strike.
Safe at second, and that was not close. 0-1. Just missed.
That's a ball.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. There's a swing and a drive. Gurriel hauls it in, and there's one away. Here is
now
Freddie Freeman.
First baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Finds its way through, base hit. Now a long throw home. The tag out.
On the tag. Out.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish.
Ohtani.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs.
Ball. One ball. One strike.
Swing, and that ball is blasted. That one on its way, and it is gone. A home run, and that's the cycle. Shohei Ohtani goes deep. It's 14-5. So 2 away with nobody on. And up to the plate is Will Smith. Thomas brings it in for the 3rd out. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set to start the 9th in this one. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Gabriel Moreno the other way. That's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Oh, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But, yeah, you definitely.
And no one can get there. Moreno around third. He'll score, and the lead runner puts on the brakes at second.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Hernandez hauls it in, 2 away. So it's their last chance in this one. Ketel Marte will hit next.
Marte.
Lifted to left, and that should do it. He'll squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers take this one in a blowout.
Well, as much action as there was in this one, really impressive performance from the Bats on the winning side. They gave up quite a few runs, but they still blew them out of the water. They have to be feeling pretty good about themselves offensively right now.
14-6, the final score. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon. From Petco Park in downtown San Diego, MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the San Diego Padres. All right, just about set to go. Today's starting pitcher, Nick Pivetta.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Okay, all set to go. Here's the second baseman, Tommy Edman. Tap foul at the plate. Swing and a miss as he was late.
No balls, 2 strikes.
The 0-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And that one is downstairs.
2 strikes.
Going to count 1 and 2. Sends it to first, and they get Edman for the out. And now it's Mookie Betts. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. They show you when.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
And Mookie takes. When you look at the elite teams in the game right now, there is going to be the slug, no question about it. But the really good offensive teams combine slug with more contact, with less swing and miss. That one gets down for a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Batting third, the first baseman, number 5,
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Hammered. Base hit. Lead runner holds at second base. First and second with one down.
Batting fourth, the designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. Cronenworth. There's one.
He's out.
What a double play that was. Inning over. Back here with my pal Singy, getting the nod on the mound. Clayton Kershaw. What do we have on him?
4-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Fernando Tatis Jr., the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike one. Fouled off down the right side. On the ground to short. Betts. Now the throw to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play. Luis Arraez stands
the first
in.
baseman, Luis Arraez.
And first offering is fouled off. One out, base is empty. That one pushed to the left and foul. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Makes the catch. 2 down. Manny Machado coming to the plate for the Padres after homering earlier in the game.
Yeah, and nobody has hit more home runs for the Padres franchise than Manny Machado.
You're right about that. It was just last year when Manny passed a member of San Diego's inaugural team from 1969, Nate Colbert, for the top spot. 2 down, nobody on. Out to short. Throw on to Freeman. Machado out of the play. Out number 3. Back here in San Diego, here's the catcher, Will Smith.
Will Smith.
Pivetta back to work. Merrill on the move. And he makes the catch. 1 away. Here's Muncy to hit. This is another guy capable of hitting tape measure home runs.
Muncy.
Fought off foul. Second inning here, no score. Swing and a miss.
0-2.
And they'll do it again. 1 down, base is empty. That one misses, and it's 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Gets the out. 2 down after the strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. Michael Conforto will climb in. And that's in for a strike. Corrals it. And that is that. Bottom of the inning.
Leading
Here's
up
the center
for the
fielder,
Padres,
Jackson
the center
Merrill.
fielder, Jackson Merrill.
No score. Kershaw back to work. Delivers. And there's a
Counts
ball.
1-0.
Kershaw, a former Cy Young Award winner. He features a slider, a four-seamer, a curve, and occasionally works in a splitter. And he swings over the top there.
1-1.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Line drive. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down.
Batting fifth.
Here's
the
a
left
speed
fielder,
threat. Brandon Lockridge. Runner on the move. Pitch misses inside.
1-0.
And that's a stolen base. Not even close. Merrill at second with nobody out. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. He's got it. And there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra
Batting
bases
sixth.
for sure.
That's
If the
shortstop,
pitcher's his friend, he'll
Vander.
give him a second to catch his
Bogart.
breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
He's trying for third. And that one fouled off.
One and one.
Squirts away a little bit. One out and a runner at second. Bottom half of inning number 2. Runner goes again. Grounds one to short. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Batting seventh.
Now here's
the
Jake
second baseman,
Cronenworth.
Jake Cronenworth.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
This one in the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Runners are at the corners. One away. On the ground. Base hit into center field. Run scores easily. And the Padres strike first. It's 1-0.
Big swing of the bat right there to give him the lead. That was clutch. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Line drive caught. Applies the tag and they get 2. Double play. Back here at Petco
Leading
Park.
off for Los
And
Angeles,
now the center fielder, Andy
number
Pages.
34, Andy Pages.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball.
You know, these Dodgers definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
And it's through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Batting ninth, the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Grounder might be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. Relay to first, double play. Tommy Edman at the plate.
Got what he was looking for on the mound right there, and his
Tommy
infielders took care of business.
Edman.
Pretty textbook execution between short and second to turn that into 2 outs.
That's a base hit, and that extends the inning.
Didn't take long to get a result for that
Now
at
batting,
bat. First pitch
shortstop,
fastball in a
rookie
great spot to